so much for joining us and welcome back, everyone. We hope that you had an amazing time with our mindful sit session with Mackenzie and Emily. My name is Melissa McQueen and I am mom to Alex, Maddie, and Dylan. We hope that you will follow us to our next session, which is yoga with my friend who's a transplant mom and yogi, Jasmine Hollingsworth. Welcome, Jasmine.
Hi.
I will give the stage to you now.
Awesome. I hope everybody's doing great this morning. We're going to do a little yoga, but first we're going to do a little mindfulness as well. I know you just came out of mindfulness. We're just going to take a few breaths and do a little mindfulness. We call it getting centered in yoga. So let's get centered together. The first thing I want you to do is I would like you to think about how you're feeling right now. Maybe you're feeling happy or excited, or maybe you're feeling even a little worried or anxious. So I just want you to think about how you're feeling. And then I want you to think about where in your body are you feeling that? And I want you to put your hand over where you're feeling it. Mine, I'm feeling right here over my heart. So put your hand right there for just a moment. And I want you to repeat after me. However I feel is okay. I'm allowed to feel that way. And now we're going to take a few big, deep breaths. I'm going to scoot back so you can see my belly. I want you to put your hands on your belly. I want you to take a big deep breath into your belly so it gets really big, and then your ribs, and then your heart. And then breathe out from your heart, your ribs, and then your belly. Make your belly small. All right, we're going to do that 2 more times. Nice big deep breath in. And breathe out. 1 more. And breathe out. Very good. And then 1 more thing I want you to do is I want you to turn your head really slowly to one side, and I want you to notice something. I want you to notice one thing, and I want you to think about the shape and color. So I see a white rectangle next to me. So I want you to say one thing that you see. And then you're going to turn your head really slow to the other side. And then you're going to say one more thing that you see, the shape and color. I see a blue square. And then turn your head back. Yeah. All right. Now we're ready for some yoga. So I'm going to scoot back a little further and grab my clipboard here. So we're going to do a little bit of a warm up, and then we're going to do something called a sun dance. So for our warm up, we're going to take a nice big deep breath in, sit up nice and tall, and then we're going to take our heart and we're going to bring it up, up, up to the sky. Look up, 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 up. This is seated cow. So we're going to go moo. And then we're going to look down, 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 down. Seated cat. We're going to do that one more time. Look up, 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 up. Moo. And then look down, 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 down. Cow. And then come back to sit. And we're going to do a nice side stretch. So bring your right arm out to your right side and reach up, 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 and over. Reach through your fingertips. Reach, reach, reach like you're reaching for cookies. And then bring that hand down. And then reach, 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 reach up. Reach over here like you're reaching for maybe a new bike or something you really want. Reach, 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 reach. And then bring that arm down. Good. And then we're going to do a twist. So we're going to reach up, 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 all the way up. And we're going to twist and bring your arms down, 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 down. And take a nice big deep breath in. Reach up, 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 up. And then we're going to twist and then come down, 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 down. And then reach up, 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 up 1 more time. And then come back to the middle. And then put your hands down. I can see a couple of people in our chat, so I'm just going to check out what's... Okay, there we go. All right. So from here, we're all going to come up to stand. So from a standing place, we're just going to start moving. So you can just start moving however feels good in your body. You can do what I'm doing, or you can do something else. If you want to twirl around, or you want to do some jumping jacks, you can do that. So we're just going to move for a second. Let everybody get up to stand. Now we're going to do something called a sun dance. So from standing, we're going to reach up, 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 reach for the sun, reach up really high, and then hang down low, 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 low. Tickle your toes. And then we're going to jump our feet back like a frog. And then come all the way down to your bellies and look up at the sun like a snake. And then you're going to tuck your toes and shift your body back to make a triangle with your body. This is called downward dog. So if you'd like to bark or pant, or you can even wag your tail. And then we're going to look up in between our hands and we're going to jump our feet up in between our hands like this, just like a frog again. And then we're going to hang down low, 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 tickle your toes. And then reach way up high again, reach for the sun. And then make a mountain in front of your heart, mountain pose. All right, we're going to do it one more time. And I'm going to sing while we do it. So I'm going to sing the poses. Ready? Reach up high, reach for the sun, hang down low, tickle your toes, feet jump back, just like a frog, belly's on the ground, just like a snake, look at the sun, now downward dog, and breathe or wag your tail, feet jump up, just like a frog, hang down low, tickle your toes, reach up high, reach for the sun, mountain pose. Good. All right. So from here, shake it out. Get your wiggles out for a second. Shake it all out. Yeah. My heart's beating really fast. I don't know if anybody else's heart out there is beating really fast, but mine is. So maybe take a moment to put your hand on your heart again. Take a nice big deep breath in. Let's do one more. All right. So now we're going to do some yoga poses. All right. So I'm going to show you a yoga pose on my cards, and then we're going to do it together. All right. So my first pose is boat pose. See, she looks kind of like she's a boat. So we're going to make our bodies like boats. I'm going to scoot back here, and we're going to do boat pose. So we're going to sit down, put your feet on the floor, bring your hands behind your knees, lean back, and you can stay here or you can lift your feet up and maybe bring your hands out in front of you, and you can even maybe tap, 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 tap. And then maybe you can row your boat, row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Good job. All right. The next one we're going to do is cobra pose. Yeah. All right. So everybody get down on your belly, just like this. And you're going to have your hands under your shoulders. And you're going to look up, 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 up. And since it's a cobra, we can say if you want to. You don't have to, if you want to. You can bring your belly all the way back down. Ready? We're going to do it one more time. Look up, 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 up. And you can even wiggle around a little bit, just like a snake. And then bring your bellies down, 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 down. Good. All right. From here, we're going to do staff pose. Yeah. All right. So staff pose, see, she's in a wheelchair and she's doing staff pose from a wheelchair. So you can do it like this from a wheelchair or a chair, or you can sit down on the floor or a yoga mat and bring your feet out in front of you like this and take your hands right next to your hips. And I want you to look up, 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 up again, and then press down to your hands. Look up, 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 keep pressing. Make your feet really strong, like you're pushing into a wall. Yeah. And then release. We're gonna do that one more time. I'm gonna turn the other way so you can see what I'm doing. All right. So legs right out in front of you. Make your feet nice and strong, like you're pushing into a wall. Take your hands next to your hip. Make your shoulders go down your back, lift your heart up, press down, press, look up, 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 up. Don't forget to breathe. Make everything really strong. And then lower down. Good job. All right. Let's do our next one. Let me find a good card. Here, there's a couple that we can put together. So first, we are going to do tree pose. I don't know if you can see it, the sun shining on it. There we go, tree pose. And then we're going to do mountain pose. And then we're going to do frog pose. All right. So bear with me here. Come on all the way back. Go ahead and stand up. To do tree pose, we're going to take our feet apart, not super wide, but just under your hips. And we're going to root down like a tree. Make your legs nice and strong like a tree trunk first. And then breathe in and reach your arms up like tree branches. Good. And then we're going to start taking our weight to one side. So we have our trunk. And we're going to lift one foot up. And you can keep your toes on the floor. You can lift your foot up like this. Or you can turn your knee out and bring your foot to your ankle. Or you can bring it to your calf. Or don't put it on your knee, but if you can get it all the way up by your thigh, you can do that too. Yeah. Reach, 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 reach. Maybe sway your arms back and forth. It helps to balance if you can look at one spot across the room that's not moving. And don't worry, if you can't get your foot all the way up here, this is tree pose too. You can even do tree pose from a chair. All right, all the way down. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. And then other side. Root down, nice strong trunk. Bring your arms up. Turn your knee out. And you can bring your foot to your ankle, your calf, or all the way up to your thigh. Whichever one works best for you. That is perfect. And then maybe let your branches sway in the wind. Very good. And then come down, 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 down. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. And then come into mountain pose. Make a mountain in front of your heart. Take your feet nice and wide and turn your feet out-ish. They don't have to be perfectly out, but out-ish. And then we're going to bend into the knees and we're going to come all the way down into a yogi squat. This is frog pose. So you can stay here or you might even wiggle back and forth a little bit. You can say ribbit, ribbit. You can even hop around if you want. If you want to. Moms and dads, you don't have to. Or if there's any older kids out here, feel free to stay like that. And then we're going to take a nice big deep breath in and come all the way back up. Reach, reach, reach. And then bring our hands down in front of our heart space. Just a couple more. I think one more pose. And then we're going to do a quick game. Okay. Last pose I'm going to do with you today is child's pose. This is a really good pose to do if you're really excited, your heart's beating really fast, or if you're really upset about something. Child's pose is a really good pose. So it's hard to do at school, but at home you can do, or you could just put your head down at school. So you come all the way down to your mat, reach your hands out in front of you, and you can put your forehead on your mat like this, or you can cross your arms and put your forehead on your arms, if that feels better to you. Take some deep breaths. Notice, is it easy to take deep breaths here? Or is it hard? If it's hard to take a deep breath, think about why. Where is your body moving when you breathe in? Good. And then come all the way back up. Good. We're going to play a little game, just a quick game here, and it's called Wiggle Freeze. It's kind of like freeze dance, but without the music. So now you know some yoga poses. I want you to think of some of the ones we did, because what we're going to do is we're going to wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. And then when I say freeze, you're going to come into a yoga pose. Okay? You don't have to do what I'm doing. You can do any yoga pose you want. All right? So let's start. We're going to go wiggle, 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 freeze. Come into a yoga pose. And then wiggle, 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 freeze. I'm going to come into warrior 2. I didn't show you guys that one. Right? Good. Take a deep breath. Wiggle, 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 freeze. Good. Wiggle, 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 freeze. Take a deep breath. Come all the way up. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Freeze. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Freeze. Good. All right, one more. Wiggle, 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 freeze. Good job, everybody. All right. Let me come on back over to you. Okay, we're going to take a couple more deep breaths. We're actually going to do one more of these cards. It's called ocean breath. So we're going to do ocean breath. And then I'm going to show you a story. So take your hands out in front of you, just like this. And your arms are going to be the ocean. So when you breathe in, the waves are going to pull back away from the shore. And when you breathe out, your arms are going to come back toward the shore. Ready? 3. We're going to do 2. 1. So now I'm going to show you a story. It's actually a story that I read, or that I wrote, and I illustrated too. It's called Yoga is for Everybody. Okay, so I'm going to see if I can get it to play on YouTube, but if I can't, I'll just read it. So just a moment, let me see if I can pull that up.
Yoga is for Everybody by Jasmine Hollingsworth. For Kai, Reef, and Alma. Each of us is different in our own special way. Different skin, different hair, different ways to say. Hello, I love you, or have a nice day. We all have different bodies, and they can do different things. We celebrate our differences and the diversity it brings. If a rainbow was just one color, it wouldn't be a rainbow anymore. It's much better with lots of different colors to explore. If red didn't look like red, but instead it looked like blue, a rainbow wouldn't have the same effect. It would have a different hue. We each have different talents, different gifts, different roles to play. When I honor the difference in you and you honor the difference in me, that's the meaning of Namaste. If you were just like your neighbor, or your neighbor was just like you, there would be no one to do all the amazing things you each can do. So be proud of who you are and all that you can do. because there isn't anybody on this earth that's quite like you. And recognize that what makes your friends unique is what is special about them too. Namaste. The light within me honors the light within you.
Okay, friends, let me stop my share here. There we go. So that book, you can actually, I believe the link to that YouTube video is in the resources for the Transplant Conference, but you can also buy it on Amazon if you want to, but you can get it for free on YouTube. So if you don't want to buy it, that's okay. And I also wanted to share that I have a children's yoga class coming up. So I'll share my screen real quick for that. If it'll let me. There we go. Okay, so I have a children's yoga class starting next week, next Monday, May 2nd. Well, I guess it's this week, almost. It's Mondays from 4:30 to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's my time. And it'll only be virtual. I'm only teaching virtually, just like this class. And it'll run for 6 weeks from May 2nd to June 6th. So you can drop in for $10 per person, or you can pay $50 for all 6 classes together. And you can register for that up here. I don't know if it's showing. It's wellflowerart.com. So if you have any questions, feel free to. I'm sure you can go to, it's Wyldflower Art is WYLD flowerart.com. So let me see if I can stop my share here. There we go. All right, friends. So before we go, let's do a few ocean breaths and then we'll say namaste. So hands like waves, breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more. Good job, friends. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me today. It was such an honor to be here. Namaste.